Hey guys, it's Cassie, and welcome back to my channel, Miraculous Talk. Today, we're going to be talking about the upcoming episode, Glaciator 2. But before we get into that, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel, so you never miss a video, a theory, or any miraculous buzz. Without further ado, let's talk Miraculous. Glaciator is probably in my top 5 episodes, so I have high hopes for Glaciator 2. The synopsis that's been released says Ladybug and Cat Noir face Glaciator again, who is convinced that the superheroes are in love. When a facetious Cat Noir agrees with him, Ladybug reminds him that they cannot be together, and that insistence is becoming a real nuisance. Once they've defeated the supervillain, Cat Noir starts doing some serious soul-searching. As he looks for a way to stop annoying his lady with his feelings, Cat Noir bumps into Marinette, who herself is looking for someone to help her rehearse telling how she feels to the boy she secretly loves. So the synopsis alone has me super psyched. But we also have to remember, this is one of the episodes that had that script spoiler. From what we know, Ladybug and Cat Noir won Couple of the Year, and Ladybug is upset about it. But before we get into what's going on with Lady Noir and Marinette, let's talk about the episode timeline for a minute. From the synopsis, it sounds like Ladybug and Cat fight Glaciator, and then they have their fight about the relationship. But the trailer makes it look like maybe they have the fight about being a Couple of the Year, and Cat wanders off to figure out things, and runs into Marinette. Marinette is of course comfortable with Cat since she's Ladybug, so chatting and laughing with him comes easily. But Andre the Ice Cream Man sees them, and since he seems to be a Lady Noir shipper, he is upset by Marinette being with Cat. I'm gonna guess he doesn't get akumatized right away though, because it is daylight when we see them, and then they're at the movies, and we see them on Marinette's balcony in the evening, being attacked by Glaciator then. Maybe they get ice cream from Andre after the movie. But I doubt it, because if Marinette is worried about being in love with Cat, she wouldn't get Sweetheart's ice cream. Because at this point, we haven't had the scene from Wishmaker where Andre says his ice cream can be enjoyed between friends. So maybe Andre just sees Cat and Marinette leaving the movies, and that's the last straw, and he gets akumatized. He takes his anger out on Marinette for coming between Lady Noir. Cat saves Marinette, again. It looks like Marinette transforms in the alley that Cat left her in, and she pops up just in time to save Cat. I think the afternoon together has strengthened her bond to Cat, whether she wants to admit it or not. So Cat has to say his comment about them being in love after the battle starts. And Ladybug may get annoyed by it, but I think if she does say his love is a nuisance, it'll be part of a plan to beat Glaciator. And she will apologize to Cat and tell him something along the lines of he means a lot to her and he's not a nuisance. I don't know that she will be able to deny that she has feelings for him entirely, so she may just avoid saying she can't return his feelings altogether. There is a scene in the trailer that Marinette's making Alia delete all the lovey-dovey pics between Ladybug and Cat. I'm guessing it's from the beginning of the episode. But I'm wondering if we're finally going to see a conversation between Marinette and Alia about Marinette's relationship and feelings towards Cat. Also, I have to say, I'm already loving the Lucky Charm and can't wait to see more of the Ladybug car. And Adrian looks so upset in part of this trailer. This season has made me feel so bad for him, but we know this episode is not the end of his problems. Hopefully we'll get to see him actually happy in this episode, at least for a little bit. So let's get more into what's going on with these characters. People have really been tearing Marinette, Ladybug, up over her actions and words toward Cat Noir from the script spoiler. And people have been talking about how horrible Ladybug is to Cat. So I thought, let's take a look to see where these emotions and actions could be coming from. I went all the way back to Truth and started there. And while we see some flirting from Cat Noir through the beginning of the season, specifically a cute moment about not bickering with each other as they grow old and crocodile, there really isn't anything that seems like he's being pushy or a nuisance. What changes is when we get to episode 14, Scenty Bubbler, and it has nothing to do with anything Cat Noir does or says to Ladybug. What changes is Ladybug struggling with her fears of Cat Blanc. We see her nightmare of Shadow Moth finding out who she is, and Cat Blanc saying now that there are no secrets they can tie the knot. Then we have episode 15, Glaciator 2. So we have to remember, she just had that nightmare of Cat Blanc. It is fresh in her head. So her adamantly saying that they can't be together has a lot to do with the fact that she was just reminded that in another timeline, they were in love, and from what she saw, it essentially destroyed the world. She knows she has feelings for Cat. I mean, she even admits it in that one short. She says if she hadn't fallen for Adrian first, things might be different with Kat. So it's no surprise that Ladybug, Marinette, is going to try and throw herself full force into her feelings for Adrian, especially if everyone in Paris is seeing her and Kat as a couple. She probably feels like the end of the world is chasing her and closing in at that. Though, it's funny. She's trying to figure out how to confess to Adrian, and she spends a significant amount of time with Cat Noir, talking, laughing, and watching a movie. This also makes the third time, this season alone, that they have been to the movies together. Once as Lady Noir in King of Secrets, once in Queen Banana as Adrianette, though admittedly, that was with everyone, and this time as Mary Chat. The only part of the square that we haven't seen at the movies this season, or at all, is Ladrian. So, is that next? I mean, that's like the only part of the love square we haven't seen this season. I know there's not a lot of fans of Ladrian, but, I mean, it's still the same characters, so maybe we'll see it. Maybe in Risk? We'll have to see. So, there has been a lot of debate that Marinette probably won't mention her crush's name to Kat because Adrian doesn't act like he knows Marinette likes him. But I beg to differ on that. They have no screen time together in Hakusan or in Rocketeer, so we can't really say what kind of interactions they're having. But the looks he shares with her in Wishmaker are something we all fixated on at the time, and if he knows Marinette likes him, it would make the meaning of Luca's words about seeing what is right in front of him all the more meaningful. It also would fit along well that he knows a secret now that he can't share, just like all the other secrets that have been coming up this season. Also in the episode Simple Man, he calls Marinette for help. Like I'm sure there were other people in the industry he could call. But it's almost like he's giving Marinette a chance, not just to confess to him, but to see what he feels towards her. Especially since in Glaciator 2, he was looking for a way not to be a nuisance to his lady. And then his world got shook when Ladybug didn't show up in Hakusan, and then his heart got shattered in Rocketeer, and he was feeling lost in Wishmaker, so why not give Marinette a chance? I mean, everything else seems to be changing. At any rate, I do think this episode is just going to encourage the feelings Adrian is secretly harboring for Marinette, and maybe make him wish a little more that she would be Ladybug. I also think Marinette's secret feelings for Kat are going to grow as well, though she will never admit it. But wouldn't it be something if at the end of this episode, she had another talk with Alia and she tells the truth about her feelings and Cat Blanc? Of course, if that did happen, they'd probably leave it hanging just like they did when Marinette told Alia she was Ladybug. If this conversation doesn't happen in Glaciator 2, maybe it'll happen in Kironiku. We'll see soon enough. Glaciator 2 premieres on October 24th, 2021 at 9:35 a.m. on TFOU, that's the French channel. That means it's 3:35 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Currently, the English premiere is set for November 6, 2021 at 10 a.m. EST on Disney Channel USA. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Will Marinette tell Kat she likes Adrian? Will Adrian's feelings towards Marinette get stronger? Will Marinette tell Alia the truth about Cat Blanc and her feelings for Cat Noir? We'll see soon enough. That's it for me today, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.